A Chicago pastor is taking his message coast to coast, walking to spread faith and do some good. He is seeking to raise $25 million for Project Hood's Leadership and Economic Opportunity Center in Chicago, and he is learning from Americans all along the way. Pastor Brooks reflecting on the journey so far and sharing his wish for Americans in the new year, saying, quote, "What we need more of in the new year, people stepping forward, refusing to stay silent, and arguing the principle and Judeo-Christian morality." Let's bring in Pastor Corey Brooks. Sir, thank you for being here. Much luck to you as you're walking this incredible walk and raising money for this incredible economic center that will bring hope and vitality and a great future for so many young people. Just talk to me a little bit about your walk. Who are you talking to? What's the message you're spreading? And how are you raising money to get this done?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me on the show. We started walking September the 1st in New York, Times Square. We've been walking ever since then. We now find ourselves getting ready to go into Alabama, and we're really excited about that. We're outside of Atlanta. We've been walking to raise money for a Leadership and Economic Opportunity Center. Also, we're raising funds to start a boys' school and a girls' school with a classical Christian school with free tuition. Also, we're raising the funds to do an endowment so that we don't have to depend on government, because we're not taking government funds to run our organization. And then we're raising funds so that we can plant Project Hoods across the country in much needed places, whether it's city, urban areas or rural areas. We really believe that we have a model that works, and we're seeing people's lives being changed every single day by the work that we do. And so we're putting in the effort to make sure that we can have a debt-free center.
Taking lots of smart steps, no pun intended. You are literally walking the walk. It's about mentorship and education and turning people in the right direction. There's some violence prevention blended in there, as well as a health. But tell me, who are you talking to out there in the streets? What sort of reception are you getting?
So we're talking to everyone across America, whether they're in the city areas like New York or the rural areas like Pennsylvania, where we're talking to so many individuals who are facing their own different struggles. But one of the things that we're finding out is that America is a very beautiful place with very beautiful people who are real resilient. And that's one of the reasons why I'm promoting us being more unified and standing for our values and our principles against darkness and against those who would have us to do contrary to what America was founded upon. And it's been a blessing to meet so many different people from so many different walks of life who are all interested in making sure that America becomes the very best that she can possibly be.
Yeah. You know, sore feet but full hearts. How can people help if they want to join you in this endeavor? I know you can do a local walk, maybe not walk quite as far as you are, but tell us about how people can help.
So they can go to projecthood.org. That's H-O-O-D, projecthood.org, and they can find out about the center that we're building. It's 90,000 square feet. It costs $47 million. We've raised $40 million. Our goal is to build it debt-free, and we need all the help that we can possibly get from all the people across America. And I want to say special thanks to Fox, because if it were not for Fox, we would not be able to do the things that we're doing on the south side of Chicago, and that's transforming lives and restoring hope.
And Pastor Corey Brooks, your final message, it's 2026, you're doing the walk, you've got a few more feet to go, maybe more than that. What do you want to say to folks out there in America and young people that are facing challenges?
Yeah, so I have a long way to go from New York to Los Angeles, so we'll get there September the 19th. And while I'm walking, I want everyone to know to be resilient. I want everyone to know that, listen, we're facing a lot of different heartaches and struggles in America, but as Americans, one of the things that gives us an advantage is that we are resilient. And when we all come together, there's absolutely nothing that Americans cannot do. And so work hard, roll up your sleeves, and let's do it.
All right. Pastor Corey Brooks, thank you very much.
Hey, it's Will Cain. Click here to subscribe to the Fox News channel on YouTube. It's the best way to get our latest interviews and highlights. And click to subscribe to the Will Cain podcast for full episodes right now.